Be undaunted. Be undeterred. Do not let any obstacle step in your way or try to thwart this movement towards equality and towards inclusion and embracing Bubba. All you have to do is go to the drivers' Twitter pages to see it. Clint Boyer, one of the funniest, most engaging drivers in the sport, posted a photo just maybe an hour ago of him and Bubba riding Harleys together. And he said, if you F with one of us, you F with all of us. Not only do I stand behind Bubba in this venture, I stand beside him in this venture. And I've said this all along, Marcus. What Bubba has put, I keep calling him Daryl. Bubba, what Bubba has put on his shoulders is historic. And he is carrying that. And he is undaunted. And he is undeterred. But it took all of those other guys to stand with him in this venture to have all that teeth in it. And I start with Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy is a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's a 7-time champion. He's universally respected across sport. This guy was once the Associated Press Athlete of the Year. Everybody knows who Jimmy is, even if they don't know NASCAR. And he was the first guy to stand up and say, I don't give a damn. I'm standing with Bubba Wallace. And then he recruited, he implored, along with Bubba, all of these guys to stand with them. And that is what we have seen. And this is not just some PR stunt. This is a man that they respect and that they are behind and beside in this movement. And they are to be commended for that. And I'm going to tell you something about our conversations. For those of you guys watching, after I did First Take a couple of weeks ago, right after the flag was banned, I was on with Max and Dominique Foxworth. And there was levels of ignorance within me about how I might learn that I did not even know. I was ignorant about my ignorance. And so Dominique's response to me that it was not his job to educate me was very telling and very educational. So I called Marcus. Marcus is a brother to me. Marcus and I have laughed together. We have cried together. We have dined together. We have drank together. And we have taken naps in the same bus for SEC Nation together. We've had conversations that were surfacey about what Marcus has experienced as a black man growing up in the South. We have had conversations of depth about things that are so foreign to me. And because I know that Marcus loves me, I felt empowered to ask difficult questions that were born from ignorance that educated me to a tremendous degree. I adore him. I love him as my friend and as my brother. And I'm grateful that he took that time for me, because to say it was educational is an understatement of colossal proportions. So I love you, and Stephen, I love you, and Molly, I love you. All of you have been so kind to me in a moment that's been difficult to articulate, and I'm grateful for all of you.
NASCAR's drivers have rallied around Bubba Wallace, the NASCAR Cup Series lone black driver, after what happened here yesterday afternoon. The drivers, led by reigning Cup Series champion Kyle Busch in green, and their crews, the entire garage area, has rallied around Bubba Wallace and the number 43 today. Because yesterday afternoon, a noose was found hanging in the garage stall of Bubba's race car. In the NASCAR Cup garage area, a secure area where access is limited to competitors, officials, and track staff. A despicable act by someone flying directly in the face of NASCAR's efforts to build a culture that is diverse, equal, and welcome. That's why Richard Petty is here today, and why Ryan Blaney, Bubba's friends, competitors, and on-track foes have closed ranks around him.